What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to give you guys a 1 month update on the Pleco fries. I do have some additional exciting news on the Pleco fries, so let's get right into it. As a general update, I did lose a few of these guys. It seems like a couple of the weak fries did die about like maybe a week or 2 weeks into keeping these guys. They've been eating a lot of veggies. I've been switching between cucumbers, these cut green beans, and algae wafers and some flakes. The tank does look like it's a little bit dirty and just debris everywhere, and that's just because I added in some plants, mainly moss and a few just carpeting plants, just so that the plecos have something to munch on. Also for the plants to kind of just extract some of the nitrates. I do a weekly water change on the tank just to kind of keep it a little bit more clean versus the other tanks, and also we do have a lot more plecos in this tank, and we are feeding them pretty heavily. Now, the exciting news is about a week or a week and a half after I had these little guys in this tank, the plecos did breed again. And this time for sure, the dad was a peppermint pleco. But I did have a female in there that was a starlight pleco. So I really can't rule out, which is which here. I still do need for them to grow up a little bit bigger so I can count their little fins. Now, the first batch does look like they are 183 starlight plecos. But like I said, I want to grow them out. Let's see if they lose their, stars or lose their little speckles. And, it's easier to count their fins when they actually grow up. Now with the second batch, I was able to see the egg all the way up into kind of like the fry or the wiggler stage. It was really different and pretty cool. The eggs were actually ginormic compared to, what the actual pluckles can actually poop out. I was kind of surprised. What I did differently this time versus the first time, because the first time I really didn't know that I actually had fry and they had already grown up. This time around, I waited until they hatched from their eggs, and maybe 1 day later, I grabbed the pleco cave and put them in kind of a breeder box that was hooked up to the same tank. A couple days go by. Once their yolk sac kind of gets absorbed, they get a little bit bigger and they start coming out of the cave. By that time, I went ahead and just shook them all out of the cave and just put them in the main tank. And if you look in the tank, the ones that are about twice the size of the little ones are the first batch plecos, while the smaller ones are the second batch of plecos. Now in this month, the first batch definitely doubled in size compared to what they started off. You can definitely see it comparing it to the first and second batch here. In addition to these plecos, I did pick up some cherry shrimp, and these are painted fires. I wanted to add them into this tank so that they can kind of clean up some of the debris and clean up some of the stuff that the little plecos aren't finishing up. I'm really excited to see these guys grow up, and also I'm really more curious in terms of, are these, the peppermint, or are these the actual starlights, or are they actually hybrids? If you guys aren't subscribed yet, make sure you guys are subscribed so you can actually follow the progression of these little plecos. And like always, until next time, guys, peace.